one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'll call this meeting to order. Start with, do we have any comments from the audience? None for there. All right, is there a science club presentation? Nope, not tonight? All right. All right, routine matters. Approved minutes of the executive and regular session of the November 10th, 2025 school board meeting.
So moved.
Becky makes a motion.
Second.
Seconded by Becky Humphrey. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Approval of amended agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Becky Humphrey makes the motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Approved claims to date.
I'll make the motion.
Ty Sweeney makes the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Approval of personnel and ECA recommendations. I'll read all of these together. Brian Gleasing, resignation from SHS head football coach. Bethany Hamilton, resignation from BSE teacher, effective December 19th. Heather Nail, teach an extra Spanish class, semester 1. Kim Brewer, junior class sponsor. Kelly Short, junior class sponsor. J.D. Wade Swift, girls basketball assistant coach. Deborah Gilstrap, resignation from full-time BSE cafeteria to sub. Eva Cooper, volunteer high school and middle school swim assistant. Amanda Wilcoxon, 6th grade cheer coach. Clinton Blankenbaker, BSE homebound special ed instructor. John Calhoun, retirement from SHS science teacher at the end of the school year. John Calhoun, resignation from SHS science department chairman effective December 31st, 2025. Logan Davidson, 4th grade teacher, transition to 5th grade special ed teacher.
I'll make the motion.
Becky White makes the motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of a donation to Salem Middle School for $100 from the Washington County Tourism Commission for the Art Department ECA account. Consider approval of a donation to Salem Middle School for $100 from an anonymous donor for a Christmas assistance. Consider approval of a donation to Salem High School for $2,280.90 from United Health Group Benevity Matching Program Heather Applegate for the spring Disney trip.
I'll make the motion.
Becky Humphrey makes a motion.
I'll second.
Seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of policy 5517 anti-harassment special update.
I'll make the motion.
Becky White makes a motion.
Second.
Seconded by Ty Sweeney. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval to declare the football scoreboard useless and obsolete.
I'll make the motion.
Becky Humphrey makes the
I
motion.
have a question.
Okay.
What are we doing with that once it's declared useless and obsolete?
We're gonna sell it. We're gonna put it up for sale.
I'll second.
All right, seconded by Brent Minton. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of reappointment of Lana Hamilton as treasurer and the reappointment of Tracy Stone as deputy treasurer for the 2026 calendar year.
I'll make the motion.
Becky White makes a motion,
I'll second that.
seconded by Ty Sweeney. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of allocation of local income tax revenue funds to the operations fund for 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Brent Minton makes the motion. Seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of an affidavit per payment.
I'll make the motion.
Becky White makes the motion, or Becky Humphrey, seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of the 2026-27 school calendar.
I'll make that motion.
Ty Sweeney makes the motion.
I'll second.
Oh, seconded by Brent Minton. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of reimbursement for shoes for cafeteria and maintenance staff.
I'll make that motion.
Oh.
Sorry, Ty.
Becky White makes the motion, seconded by Ty Sweeney. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of the school attorney Tom Cypher's contract for 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Well, I thought we were going to discuss him. Oh, no, you're going to make a motion. Okay, Becky Humphrey makes the motion.
Or I'll take the.
Seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of conflicts of interest.
I'll make the motion.
Becky White makes the motion.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Ty Sweeney. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of NIPRS contribution.
In-person.
IMPERS?
Yeah.
What's IMPERS?
Retirement.
Okay.
State retirement.
Okay, I was like, IMPERS, that's fun to say. All right.
I'll make the motion. Sorry.
Becky Humphrey makes a motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of the contract with Verigy and for Dr. Terry Gooden to be the
Signature.
signator for the project.
So moved.
Becky White makes the motion, seconded by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. Consider approval of the renewal of a contract for Dr. Terry Gooden for the second semester.
I'll make the motion.
Becky Humphrey makes the motion.
I'd like to have discussion.
Okay.
My discussion is I want to explain why I'm voting the way I'm voting. Because I will tell I'm voting against this, not because against Terry. I think Terry's done a good job. But when we set the salary for Terry, the salary included compensation for insurance, and the new contract allows for insurance also. So because of that, I feel like I have to vote against it.
And technically, I'm not sure it would be a renewal, but an extension. I don't mean to be
Okay.
technical, but it's a new.
So we had
contract.
done one contract initially for a 6-month period, which expires on December 31st. And kind of the understanding is, that everybody has kind of agreed is, for 6 more months, and then at that point, hopefully the leak will be ready to soar at that point. Yes, soar, that's what we're gonna do. So that is why we're doing another 6 months with Terry to get Luke in that position. So, I have a motion from Becky Humphrey,
Second.
seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed? Motion passes 4-2. Now you're gonna hear me run on and on for just a little bit here, and I apologize. This is the first reading of a whole lot of policies. First one is non-discrimination, equal employment opportunity, and anti-harassment, code PO 1422. Number 38, volume 38, number 1, non-discrimination on the basis of sex education programs for activities, PO 2266. Non-discrimination, September 2025, Section 504 ADA prohibition against discrimination based on disability, PO 226.0.01, DLR 113025. If anybody wants to read these, they can too. Revised policy number 38, non-discrimination, September 2025, non-discrimination and access to equal educational opportunity, PO 2260, 113025. Non-discrimination based on genetic information of the employee, PO 1422.02. Non-discrimination based on genetic information of the employee. Is that the same one? PO 3122.02. Yep, different number.
One's usually for professional staff, one's for non-certified staff, so that's why. there's
That's the
different
difference.
numbers.
Okay, I was like, wait, that was the same thing, but they're different PO numbers.
Correct.
Okay, okay. Sorry, just double checking. Non-discrimination, September 2025, anti-harassment, PO 3362. Non-discrimination, anti-harassment, PO 4362. Election and eligibility to serve, PO 0142, 12225. Compensation, PO 144.1, 12225. Executive session, PO 167.2. Staff evaluation, PO 3220, 12225. Teacher appreciation grants, PO 3220.01. Outside activities of staff, PO 3231. Drug and alcohol testing of CDL holders and other employees who perform safety-sensitive functions, PO 4162, 12225. Student suicide awareness and prevention, PO 5350, 12225. Retaking a class, PO 5462, 12225. Purchasing, PO 6320, 12225. Electronic monitoring and recording, PO 7440.01, 12225. Accounting system for capital assets, PO 7455, 12225. Digital content and accessibility, PO 7540.02, 12225. Personal background check, contracted services, PO 8121, 12225. Environmental health and safety issues, indoor air quality, animals in the classroom, and idling vehicles on school property, PO 8405, 12225. Automated external defibrillators, PO 8452, 12225. Child abuse and neglect, PO 8462, 12225. Food service program, PO 8500, 12225. Anti-harassment, PO 1662. I did it. There we go. There's the stack.
And just a reminder, these are all a matter of public record on our website, or can be viewed if you want to come into the office and view those.
And these are published by Neola, which is an outside service that we contract with, and they contract with a lot of schools to provide policies that the school board can stand behind, and they will defend those policies if challenged legally. They'll cover the fees for that. And so there's been a pretty massive rewrite, it's my understanding, by Neola, and that's why all Neola contractees are getting a whole influx of policies, because they're redoing based on changes in law, changes in circumstances, and changes in experience over time. So that's why all of a sudden we're getting a whole bunch of rewrites of our policies. They're just being updated.
So if you'd like to go on the website and get some good bedtime reading, here you go. All right, fundraisers. 7th and 8th grade boys basketball free throw-a-thon, 11/4/25 to 11/18/25. Brady Shrum Elementary online fundraiser, February 9th, 2026.
So moved.
Brent makes a motion, seconded by Becky White. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0. All right, got any items from staff? Wayne? Liz? Lana?
Nope.
Oh, can't say Jennifer, no. All right, any non-action items? No? New board business? No? All right, superintendent's report.
All right, so we've had the opportunity here to use some of our snow days and also our 2-hour delays, right? So just want to encourage everyone to make sure they stay tuned to your favorite radio station, or whatever means of mode that you receive that on, because we're going to be getting more bad weather, it sounds like, as the next couple of weeks come along. So just want everybody to make sure they pay attention, and if they do have to be out, to be very safe. So
All right, positive praises. Rodney, you want to start?
Yeah, I don't know if I said this last month or not, maybe I did, but the Veterans Day program was great, and the band was awesome, the people that sang were great, the kids that spoke was awesome. So I don't know if I said that or not, but I'm
I
saying,
think it was the day after.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it was, and kudos to whoever's decision it was to bring all three buildings together, but that's the first time I've seen that, and that was really cool, and it was a great program.
Yeah, so Salem BPA, they had 22 awards. I believe this was this past weekend. And then Braden Walters got his 100th pin for his career at the Scottsburg Invitational. The way I have it wrote is that he got 100 pins at the Scottsburg Invitational. That would be a good day. That's not what happened. But he did get his 100th career pin, so congratulations to him.
We just had two of mine, but congratulations or thanks to the SHS SAD members for the bell ringing. That's great to be involved in the community and doing things like that. Also, the FFA National Convention that just took place, and great that we take students out to do these kind of things because it's great for them to get out and meet other people from other schools, other states. The BSE robotics team did really well in their competitions. And then I shout out to the JAG group for their blessings box that they put up again to help the community. Again, the more that we can do for our community, the better.
I'm with Rodney on that Veterans Day program was just fantastic. That was just, and I was so impressed with our elementary for doing so good, you know. And I felt like, you know, some of the, programs can go a little bit longer, you know. I thought they set so well. I was just so impressed with them. And the teachers, everybody did so good, and of course the middle school set up there in the high school. And I thought I could have just kept going with the Veterans Day program. I didn't want it to end. It was so good. And all of the speakers were wonderful. Also, reminding everybody about the auditions for December the 8th to the 10th going on now for the spring musical. And also, Student Council is currently accepting food donations for the Salem High School at Salem High School through December the 15th. For the food drive. And also bingo for books. I love this idea. December the 16th, this is a free event for families and all children who will leave with a book, and it's nice. And also, what is the dates? I'm not for sure on when they do the drive-through for the blow-ups.
It got canceled.
Did it get canceled? Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that. I mean, I appreciate.
This morning.
Okay.
They finalized it.
Okay. Well, but you've got books for bingo on the 16th, and the holiday shop for the elementary is December the 15th. And I know in the years past they've had beautiful coffee mugs like such, so you can do some shopping there. Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Atkins for his Christmas karaoke. I enjoyed watching that the other day. And then the Salem High School, the Grinch versus the Griswold Day. I enjoyed those pictures. And then I was listening to Coffee Club the other morning, and Bob Setzer was on there, and he was talking about the lunchroom and all the different options that the kids have, and how many bars, was it 5 or 6 food bars that they have every day?
I thought he said 9 different options. Wasn't it like 9 different? I mean, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I just think that's outstanding.
We never had that. Did
No,
we?
no. So kudos to them. That's great.
You
Yeah.
did a great job. All right, Luke, do you have anything?
I think Veterans Day, like I know it's been hit on before, was a hit. Thanks to all who put that together. I know the buildings worked together to come together, which was good. The food drive that the high school put on, I think Mrs. Medlock was kind of heading that up. Also at the middle school, they had Mrs. Morgan invited me over for the Balloons Over Broadway parade, where the kids made their little balloons, and that was pretty cool. So, it was a fun thing they did before Thanksgiving break. So.
All right, Terry, you got anything?
Yeah, so we've got the Christmas holidays coming up, and that's a very important time of the year to be with friends and family. And as we celebrate that, we all want to remember the reason for the season and as we move forward. And I want to say thank you to all those folks out there that help those who need help. That makes a big difference in our world and our life, and I appreciate that.
I have been super impressed with the generosity of our kids and our staff in coming together and with doing the food drives and filling the closets that need to be filled, and it always makes me happy to see just the generosity of our community. So lots of good things going on and things to be proud of. And there's been a few different groups, that have been representative and volunteering. And I've heard so many comments about just how, respectful and engaging. And so I love that we're producing kids that are getting out there and being, contributing to our community in a positive light. So with that said, we will see everyone next year. Our next meeting will be January 12th, 2026. And Merry Christmas and blessings on the holiday. May I get a motion to adjourn? Becky makes a motion to adjourn, second by Rodney Bruff. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes 6-0.
Alice,